Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Mandy. Today's topic is help your child get better sleep. These three principles, routine, consistency, and perseverance, can help to improve your child to fall asleep and stay asleep longer. Let's get started. The circadian rhythm, your body's natural sleep schedule, is made stronger with consistency. Having consistent bedtime and wake up time. So if your child goes to bed at 8 p.m. on Monday, make sure the rest of the week that they go to bed at the same time, 8 p.m. If they wake up at 7 a.m., make sure that every day that they wake up at the same time. For children who has difficulty falling asleep and who you are trying to get them to have a bedtime routine, I would discourage having them stay late on weekends because that can throw off their sleeping rhythm cycle when it comes from a Sunday night for them to go back to sleep. So for those children who are having difficulty falling asleep, I would recommend that you keep them in the same schedule on weekdays and weekends. The next tip that I would give is try to keep your child's bedroom for sleep. So what that means is you don't want your child to associate their bedroom with play or wakefulness. So avoid playing in their bed during the daytime. If they have to play, they have to make sure they play on the floor, but do not sit in their bed or lay in their bed to play. You want them to associate their bed with sleeping, relaxation, and not for playtime or wakefulness. The next thing I want to talk about is the temperature in your child's bedroom. No one likes a hot room. No one likes a very cold room. So make sure the temperature is something that works for your household, that works for your child. I would say on average 70 to 75 degrees Fahrenheit. No distractions in your child room. Keep it to a minimum. So that means TVs, technologies, the lighting in the room, noises in around the bedroom, things like that. So keep those distractions to a minimum. The next topic that I want to discuss is having a bedtime routine. Bedtime routines basically give your child signals that it is not time to rest, it is not time for sleep. It should consist of 30 to an hour of activities that help to relax and soothe your child and get them prepared for bed. Every single night, you keep it consistent to help your child to relax and get ready for bed. For example, some activities can consist of taking a bath, reading a book, storytelling, massages, arts and craft activities, anything, music. You can listen to like soft music, lullabies and things like that. Any activities that helps to relax your child. So by that I mean avoid anything that is distractions, anything that is loud, anything to keep your child awake. A lot of parents think that having your kids watch TV or play on their tablets is a way to relax them, but honestly that does the opposite. It keep them you keep them alert, keep them wanna play the activity even more, keep them more awake. So I would definitely discourage using tablets and TVs. But let's say none of these things work. They're not effective. Your child can fall asleep, yes, but they don't stay asleep. They maybe go to sleep for 2 to 3 hours. They wake up in the middle of the night crying, wanting you to come back, wanting you to comfort them. Or let's say they don't even go to sleep at all. They stay awake for 2 to 3 hours later. Past midnight or so, and you're trying to get them to go to bed since 10 p.m. or 9 p.m. and it's midnight now, and they're still awake. What now? What can you do? The next stage of teaching your child to fall asleep is graduated extension. So that basically means teaching your child to comfort themselves through at night. The time that you respond to their cries or their fuss changes gradually as time goes on. If your child starts to cry, don't immediately run to their rescue. Go to the bedroom and try to comfort them. Try these sleep soothing schedules. For example, the first night you're trying this, wait 3 minutes from the time your child starts to cry to the time that you get to them. And then when you get to them, don't pick them up and hold them. You can pat their chest, you can sing them a lullaby, and get them to a place where like they are drowsy, they're getting ready to fall back asleep, and then you leave the room. And again, if they start to cry again, this time on the same night, wait 5 minutes this time around before you respond to them and try the same methods again. The first night, you can go from 3 minutes to 5 minutes to 10 minutes. The time your child starts to cry to the time that you respond to them. So basically, you're teaching your child to kind of comfort themselves at night. If you want to break them out that cycle, you have to use graduate extension. and you do respond to them. You're not ignoring them completely. You do respond to them. You're just taking you're just changing the time frame that you respond to them. The frame that you stay in the room is can last from 1 minute to 3 minutes at the most. Do not stay in there for 20 minutes trying to get your child to fall back asleep. The next thing is the perseverance principle. Yes, this is going to be difficult for you as a parent to do. Yes, it will be heart wrenching. Hearing your baby cry, hearing your child cry, it is difficult. Because you don't want your child, you don't want your child suffering or being in discomfort when you know you can help them. But it's easy to run to the rescue. If you do that, they will never learn that they can soothe themselves at nighttime. During that time that you're persevering through these challenges, you can use positive affirmations to kind of help you get through these things. Such as one of my favorite positive affirmations is, "You got this. It's gonna be okay. It's worth it." Whatever it is that you need to tell yourself to kind of help you get through these difficult nights, because yes, it will be difficult. The first few days will be the most difficult, honestly. And then slowly, gradually, over time, your child will learn these techniques, will learn to soothe themselves at night, and will learn to rely less on you. Let's say you were successful at doing this. Your child was able to fall asleep and stay asleep for the rest of the night. I would definitely encourage you to give them positive affirmations, positive praises, or rewards, anything like that to kind of help to reinforce the positive behavior that they just did, so the behavior can continue to occur every night. So good job, baby. You did it. You fall asleep on your own. Good job, baby. You didn't need mommy tonight. Good job, baby, in falling and staying asleep. Good job, baby, that you didn't cry when you went to sleep. Good job, baby. I'm proud of you, baby. Give them high five, verbal praises, any kind of rewards will help to for the positive behavior to continue. So let them know that you're proud of them. Let them know that you recognize, the change, and that they are falling asleep on their own, that they are staying in their bed, that they are crying a little bit less. All those positive things will help your child and help them to recognize that, yes, I am doing a good job. My mommy and my daddy is proud of me, and yes, I can do this on my own. Now I'm going to talk about the bedtime routine that I do with my baby girl. She is 4 months old. I've been doing this since she was about 2 months old, and I've been very consistent with it every single night. And the bedtime routine that we have is very predictable. It's something she's aware of. Baby girl typically falls asleep around 10:30 to 11:30 at night. The first thing is we putting her into PJs. So typically she wears these kind of things at night. Winter, I put these on her. I love these things. This is like a sleeping sack. This is she sleep with something like this on every night. And then we do story time. This is one of my favorite books. I do this with her. I use this book every single night with my baby girl. I love this book because it plays music. Let's sing some bedtime songs. So for example, you get the point. All bedtime routine consists of nice PJs on her, book time, and then a warm. The fourth thing I would add to that is playing OK Google. And OK Google, I just say, OK Google, play baby lullaby. Rock her to sleep within like 30 minutes, 40 minutes. She's knocked out. My baby goes to bed on average now from 10:30 to like 11:15. She's like knocked out. And then during the night, she don't wake up. She just start fussing. She just start fussing. And me as her mommy, I just have the mom dancing to just know she's hungry. I go make her a bottle, and then she eats, and then she's knocked. I will repeat that cycle 2 to 3 times in the night, and by like 8:30, 9:30, she's typically awake. And that is our schedule every single night. We don't change the schedule. Let me give you an example. The other day, actually, typically I put my baby to sleep. My husband sometimes help, but the other day I was not feeling well, so like my husband took over. So he was doing the bedtime routine with her. He did the story time, he did the PJs, he did the warm milk, but like the OK Google, he was playing Mozart. He was playing Mozart music, instead of the baby lullabies, and the lights were really bright in the room. And then I woke up and I'm like, it was like 11:45. And I'm like, why is my baby still awake? And now then that took over music, because she's used to like the lullaby music, the ones that doesn't have any voices, just like the music, the baby lullabies. I changed the lighting, and I'd basically just walk her to sleep. Within 10 minutes, she was knocked out. I highly recommend you stay consistent. Whatever bedtime routine that works for your family, your household, keep it consistent. Keep it the same every single night. That is the only way your child will learn the cues that will help them to fall asleep and stay asleep. Thank you for watching my video. In the description, I will list some of the items that I mentioned, so please look out for that. Thank you. See you next time.